Ken Barrett Laundromat How To. Investigating an E28 alarm on my Wascomat dryers. And down between the buildings here, this is where all my most of my dryers vent. So the Wascomat ones are the ones right on this end. So I checked in with the manufacturer because it wasn't showing up on anywhere I could find it. And they said it really has to do with, I can explain it right here. I'll put a link once I find the actual explanation, but it has to do with really an airflow restriction. It means the air in the drums get a little hot, you're just not getting enough airflow in there, so it tries it a couple times and then kicks it out. So one of the things I found in one of my other stores, and I thought I better check here, was in the air makeup, put the screens on here to keep the birds out. But see if we get this lightened up so you can see it here. But up and under there, you can see the dust that's building up. So even though I don't have any vents right here, most of those vents are all down there. And you probably see, squeeze down in here, how much dust really builds up. It all just kind of piles up on the ground there, and it's slowly building its own thing. But so that's where those ones are. And I do have some other ones back here that they did come out to start with straight out, but I was having issues because my air conditioner sits over here. That was plugging it up, and we were having to rinse it out and stuff. And then when the air conditioner went, of course your landlord never checks with it to see if they want to move it. They just have a new one put in right where it is. So try and get rid of that problem. Getting this down a little bit again. This isn't the best option for your vents to have that many loops in them, but it's really the only thing I do to get it up high enough that it would blow up there, and kind of try and get it up out of the way. So what I'm gonna do now is, I'm just gonna take a broom. Can't do it, you need a couple of hands to do it, but I'm just gonna take a broom and just scrub that off, and I'll go along to a couple of vents we've got on the back here. There's a few more up on the roof, but these are ones we added when we put the extra dryers in. So get those cleaned off, and hopefully that'll prevent the error. I did I think I posted a video there a little while ago where I'd got back into the top of the dryers, and there's a little backflow preventer valve in there where I had some lint built up in there. So that helped a lot, and I noticed our dry times went down a little bit. But I'm thinking this may be another one of the issues. And another suggestion they had was to actually pull the face off the dryer and look at the gap. There's a like a felt seal between the front and back part of the drum around the outside, to check that and just see that you don't have a gap there and you're pulling air in that way. So this is today's cleanup, and there's always something ongoing, staying on top of stuff. But need any more information, laundromathowto.com, and try and head over to the Facebook page. Like that on there. I post a lot of videos on there and a few other comments here and there. But it's a good, easy place to keep track. Or you can look for me on LinkedIn at Ken Barrett on LinkedIn, and let's get connected there as well. We'll talk to you soon.